Every time I try to think of a way to describe what happened today, all I can think of is the book Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. That's the best way I can describe what's happening. We're watching the full-scale collapse, the absolute meltdown of mainstream media, of Facebook, of Twitter, of the Democratic Party, of Joe Biden, of Hunter Biden, and of everyone involved with any of them. It is going down. We've been waiting for a long time, and it is happening right before our eyes, and I hope you all are not missing it. I'm Jared. This is RedRacer Video, formerly a car vlogger, now an independent citizen journalist. I can only do that because of you, the viewers. You make this possible by visiting RedRacerVideo.com. There's a link down below in the description. That is my website where I offer products to keep the wheels on this thing. YouTube has absolutely crushed me, taken 80% of my income, my ad revenue that I was generating, and this is my job. This is what I do. If you like our free Kyle t-shirts, men and women's, if you like our unmasked t-shirts, our unmasked hoodies, or if you're one of the people who have purchased one of our new Trumpalope Ultimate tumblers made from all-natural liberal tears, thank you very, very much to everyone who makes this possible. I can only do this because of you. One more time, link down in the description, RedRacerVideo.com. You'll also find some other links down there to support the channel if you want to do that. All right, diving into it today, guys. Like I mentioned, things are getting terrible for the Democrats, for the Bidens, for the mainstream media, for Twitter, for Facebook. Aside from the fact that we watched the Democratic Party continue to embarrass themselves all day today at the Amy Coney Barrett Senate confirmation hearings, the Democrats weren't even there for part of it. When it wasn't their time to speak, they weren't even there. They just left, not taking this seriously. They had no real questions to ask of her. It's very obvious that she is extremely qualified and they have nothing to say. So we're not even going to go down that path again today. But something else that did happen today that I'm sure a lot of you saw, and if you didn't, man, did you miss one heck of a day. So information surfaced today that is very contrary of what Joe Biden has always told us about the fact that he didn't have any recollection of the Hunter Biden Burisma stuff. He claimed he had never, ever, ever, ever talked to his son about the business stuff. He played dumb on all of it, right? Well, today, it surfaced, an email surfaced proving that not only did he know about it, but there's an email that came out that was from, now I don't remember, somebody from the Ukraine, a guy from the Ukraine in business in the Ukraine. I believe somebody from Burisma, I could be wrong, but a Ukrainian guy that emailed Hunter Biden and said, hey, thanks for letting me come to meet your dad. It was really cool to meet you guys. It's just gotten so bad for them. So this surfaced today. The New York Post tried to make a post about this today, or to put an article out about this today. What happened? The mainstream media absolutely showed their ass. 100% pulled their pants down for the entire world to see. How did they do that? They were tripping over themselves to keep it from getting posted. The writer for the New York Post tweeted, took a screenshot showing that they didn't even allow him to post. They would not allow him to post. One of the fourth biggest publications in our country, and they did not allow their account to post today because they were posting the story revealing that Hunter Biden and Joe Biden were essentially involved in collusion. That he's corrupt. It's all there. It is wide open, out in the open now. Rudy Giuliani's got the proof. It came off a laptop. They've got it all. They've got emails. They've also got an email semi-recently of these people emailing Hunter Biden. And for those that don't know, go watch Dan Bongino. I'm going to link it down below in the description. He did a great job of outlining this today. But there are emails now also showing these people contacting Hunter Biden, asking him, how can we get you to help us? How can we get you to get your dad to help us? These people are screwed. And the mainstream media that's actually doing their job and trying to report it is getting their accounts locked out. They were restricted on Twitter and on Facebook today. They were also restricting people's accounts from reposting the articles. So they wouldn't let the New York Post post it. And then they were restricting other people's accounts for posting it. And then they suspended the New York Post's account on Twitter today. We are in a full-scale war in this country. We are. It's not a out in the streets, military going down your street with tanks war, but we're at war. There are people dying in the streets. There is looting. There is robbing. There are murders. There are businesses being burned to the ground. And we are in the middle of information warfare. If Facebook and Twitter did not commit collusion themselves, if they themselves did not break campaign finance violations, if they didn't completely just screw themselves today, then there is absolutely no justice left in this country. I know that the media, I know that Facebook, I know that Twitter, I know all these companies will go out of their way to make you all believe that there will be no repercussions and that nothing will come from this, but mark my words, it is going to. It is absolutely going to. They screwed themselves today. They showed everyone that was still on the fence about how corrupt and how badly they are trying to cheat in this election. They showed everyone the truth today. It cannot be denied anymore. What else happened today? What else surfaced today? Getting back to the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. What else could have happened today to the Bidens that could make things any worse? Oh, that's right. Pictures surfaced of Hunter Biden with a crack pipe in his mouth, passed out in compromising positions. Again, as a God-fearing man, I think I said that in the beginning, or that might have been one of the other videos I deleted, but as a God-fearing man, there is a part of me that says to myself, you know, you shouldn't get this much satisfaction out of watching someone else's life fall apart. But I can't help it. I cannot help it. How can you sit as one of the people that are in the movement I'm in, as somebody who posts online, as somebody who has had 80% of their ad revenue on YouTube taken from them in the last 30 days with no explanation? As my channel has gotten bigger, as my like ratio stays higher than it's ever been, as the comments are more positive than they've ever been, somehow my channel's views and everything on the channel, not the subscriber count, because that's just staying 71.5, hasn't moved in a month. But all the other stuff's going backwards. All my friends online, countless of them. One of my friends yesterday had 3 of their accounts deleted on Instagram. 3. They had a backup and a backup. All 3 accounts got deleted yesterday. I had another very good friend today. You guys probably all know him. Midnight Rider 17 on Instagram. That was his second account. His first account that was massive, it had already been deleted. Now today his second account got nuked. So he's on account number 3. So as somebody who's watching this take place, who has experienced this, who has had people very close to them have their hard work and all the time and effort that they've put into this in the last 2-3 years just get wiped clean by these tech tyrants. These companies who are absolutely at war with the United States of America. Make no mistake, they don't wish us well. They don't want Biden in office so that they can make the country great. They want Biden in office so that they can continue with their plan to destroy our country, make China the new hub, the new global hub, and turn us all into flipping slaves. Start forced mandatory vaccinations. Start demanding that you take their health care. Forced government health care. Government-controlled health care. Let them decide what you take. Let them decide what medicines you get. Let them decide what your kids get taught. Let them decide if you can go to church. Let them decide if you wear a mask. Make no mistake, folks, we are at war. And it is getting dirty. And today, like I said, that was a big mistake. Big mistake on the part of Facebook and Twitter. Just absolutely massive mistakes on their parts. It's also now being reported that the Senate is going to investigate the smoking gun email on Joe Biden between Hunter and Burisma. So again, a gentleman who is running for vice president of the United States, who can't even leave his basement. Our president had COVID a week and a half ago. The dude's already done like 4 or 5 speaking arrangements, 2 rallies. He's been on TV numerous times. The dude had COVID a week ago, and he hasn't skipped a flipping beat. And Joe Biden can't even leave his basement? Do we really believe this? Do we really believe that all this information's coming out about Biden. We know it now. We've known it for a long time, but now the mainstream media is actually being forced to report on it. The mainstream media is actually having to come out and say, okay, yeah, Hunter and Burisma, that was a bad deal. And it was absolutely them buying their way into the vice president's ear of the United States. Ukraine was blackmailing the vice president of the United States by way of paying his son and buying their way into, again, the vice presidency of the United States of America. The very thing they have attacked our president day in, day out, breathless coverage. Everything they have tried to pin on our president since he came into office is all stuff that they are guilty of, and it's all out there. Do we really think that Joe Biden's just stuck in his basement? Or is there something a little more to that? Is there something else that's keeping him from coming out in public? Besides the fact that he's a mushmouth and he can't get a sentence out without embarrassing himself and telling you that as the vice presidential candidate that he's running for Senate. Are there still really logical, functional-minded humans on this planet that think that this is actually a real thing? That really believe that there's anyone voting for Joe Biden? The only people voting for Joe Biden are the people who have everything to lose. The people who are going to die, go to jail, lose everything, be exposed, have them and their family and everyone who's ever known them humiliated and shamed beyond belief. Those are the only people left. The only ones left still supporting the Democrats and Joe Biden. It could not have gotten any worse today. It just couldn't. And like I said, Facebook and Twitter have now engaged in campaign finance violations. They are now actively and obviously involved in swaying in a United States election. I have said all day long today on social media, election interference. That is what I caption every one of the things that I post about this. I make this video fully aware that YouTube, you're probably going to demonetize this one. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all. Just like I'm not shocked that you keep trying to take my people away. To everyone watching, I am listening and I am moving to Rumble. I will be starting to post my videos to Rumble. And if YouTube can't pull their head out and figure things out and start being fair and letting this be a free and open forum, I will move to Rumble permanently. So to everyone watching, as soon as I make my Rumble channel, I plan to do that tonight, I will actually post this video on Rumble as well, and there will be a link down below where you guys can all start following me on Rumble. And I do recommend you stop using YouTube and start using Rumble. These tech tyrants have got to learn, and we've got to teach them the hard way. I know that right now we need to not run. We need to stay on the battlefield. Somebody that I very much look up to and respect has told us not to run yet. Don't leave Twitter, don't leave Facebook, don't leave Instagram, don't leave YouTube, don't leave all these platforms. Stay there, excuse me, stay there and fight as long as we can. But I am planning for the future, and I am not going to let YouTube monopolize my life. I'm not going to let them control my ability to feed my family. One more time, RedRacerVideo.com in the description. So everyone, in the description, go find me on Rumble. I'm going to be moving over there here soon. I don't think I really had a whole bunch of other stuff to say today. I really just wanted to focus on the very blatantly obvious things that happened today that I hope you did not miss. Because what happened with Facebook and Twitter, like I've said now probably 8 times, is huge. Today could not have been a bigger day. We are in the thick of it. We told you, and we have been told, this was going to be Red October. To anyone out there that still says, nothing's happening. Oh boy. Are things happening? So many things are happening, everybody. Stay in tune. Keep yourself based. Keep yourself calm. Keep your head level. Do not let the people telling you nothing's happening, all this stuff's just going to go away. They're just trying to get you fired up. They're just trying to get you emotional. They're just trying to get us to start beefing with each other so that our movement that has become solid as a rock gets broken up, because they are terrified of us. That's why they're trying to create legislation to hide people that speak the truth. That's why they're trying to tell everybody that groups that are completely peaceful and are doing nothing more than telling people to do research, they're trying to pin the violence that Black Lives Matter and Antifa and all these people have done on the peaceful people. They are desperate. and you can see the desperation. I know you all can. Stick in there, stay strong. Where we go one, we go all. I love you guys. Jared, RedRacer Video. I'll see you guys in the next one.